Please stand by. Good evening, everyone. It's time for Strat-O-Matic baseball. Steve Aquilung here. Got home early today visiting. Had to get about 6 inches of snow off of my car, but I did it. Got out. Stopped and got a coffee, visited my mom, my sister, and my niece for a short while. They like to sleep late. But all in all, a good visit, a good Saturday. I got home early, sitting around, and thought, you know what, I'm going to roll a game. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. It's going to be the Philadelphia Phillies at the Pittsburgh Pirates. And boy, this should be a good one. The Phillies come in with a 7-3 mark. Pittsburgh with a 9-3 record, only a half game behind Los Angeles for the National League lead. We've got two excellent pitchers on the mound today. Righty Jim Bunning for the Phillies, lefty Bob Veal for Pittsburgh. Veal 3-0, trying to become the first 4-game winner in the major leagues. Koufax, Marichal, and McDowell also have 3. McDowell, as you remember, failed in his bid for 4 in his last start. So that's the particulars, and we'll get to the starting lineups here in just a second. Unscheduled broadcasts, so I'm not expecting too many people in here, but you know what? You can catch it on the video, I guess. Taking every opportunity I can to get this replay going. Game 107 on the season. Okay, let's get to the lineups. For the Phillies, it's going to be Tony Taylor leading off and playing second base. Johnny Callison is in right field. Dick Groat will be at shortstop. Dick Allen at third base in the cleanup spot. Kiki Rojas back in left field to get Taylor's bat in there at second. He'll hit fifth. Harvey Keene gets his first start of the year. He came over, remember, from the Cubs for a cash exchange of cash for Harvey Keene. He's at first base. Jackie Brown is in center. Bob Uecker will do the catching and hit 8th, and Jim Bunning hits 9th. For the Pirates, Matty Allou's back in the lineup in center field, and thanks to Bob's notes here, we now know that Allou is batting .292 in this replay so far. Of course, he hit .342 in real life and won the batting title. Jose Pagan at shortstop, Roberto Clemente in right field, Willie Stargell is in left, batting cleanup. Dave Roberts, represented by this nameless card, plays first base and hits 5th. Bill Mazeroski at second. Bob Bailey at third. Jesse Gonder will catch today and hit 8th. And Veal hitting 9th. So we're just about ready to get underway. I warmed up some of the morning coffee from the carafe. I always pour the coffee directly into the carafe after brewing as to not cook it on the plate, the hot plate. You don't want to do that. That just makes it bitter and nasty. So I take the coffee from the carafe and microwave it a little bit, and not quite 100% as good as fresh, but pretty damn good. And now we're going to get it underway. Tony Taylor stands in from the right side. Veal gets the sign from Gonder. Here's the windup and the first pitch of the game. That's going to be a 4-8 to the right-hander. Swung on and missed strike 3. Taylor goes down on strikes, and we are underway here. From Pittsburgh. And here's Johnny Callison now. Left-handed batter. Left on left is Veal. Goes into his windup. That's going to be a 5-5 to the lefty. That's going to be a double to 10, and on a 9, that's in there for a 2-base hit. So Johnny Callison with a 1-out double. He's in scoring position for Dick Grote. Dick Allen on deck. And we know how fearsome that card is against lefties, the Dick Allen card that is. And here's Dick Grote now. Veal from the stretch. Pitch to Grote is a 5-8 to the right-hander. Fly to center field. That's going to be playable for Matty Alou. Settles under it now and makes the catch for the out. And here's Dick Allen. Allen among the National League home run and RBI leaders. As Veal comes set. Here's the pitch on a 3-8. He walks him. Ball 4, Allen will take his base. So first and second, 2 down, just getting started here. And here's Cookie Rojas. Veal taking his time now, signed from Gonder. Here's the pitch. A 6-9 to the right-hander. Swung on and missed strike 3. 2 Ks for Veal. Bookending a double, a fly out, and a walk for the Phillies. No runs to hit, they leave a pair. At the end of half, it is Phillies 0, Pirates coming to bat. And hey, Dave Little, welcome. And welcome, Joel. Yeah, I got home earlier from my family visit and sitting around twiddling my thumbs, thought I'd roll one. Dave, I saw your video, your stream response to Jester. It was excellent. I enjoyed it immensely. Still having some eye strain, particularly here in the evening. So this may have not have been, starting a night game, may have been a little ill-advised, but we're going to go with it. I'll just have to take a little more time and make sure I'm reading these correctly. Okay, it's Alou to lead things off. As I mentioned, Alou, thanks to Bob Cole, we know he's batting .292 on the season. Bunning ready to work now. He gets the sign from Bob Euchre. And here's the pitch to Matty on a 2-10. A tapper down to first base. Harvey Keene has it. Underhands to Bunning covering. 1 out. Jose Pagan will be the batter now. Right-handed shortstop. There's the pitch from Bunning. It's a 2-3 against the righty. A tapper down to first base. This one, Keene will take himself. And here's Clemente now. 2 down, nobody on. Bunning into the windup. The pitch to Roberto, a 6-7 to the righty. It's tappered down to third base. That's going to be Dick Allen. He's got it. Long throw across in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jim Bunning. And we're scoreless after 1. And welcome, Charles. Glad to have you, sir. Charles is about ready to begin a 2020 Reds-Giants 3-game set himself. Now I have to ask Charles, is that cards and dice or the Windows version? Here's Harvey Keene to lead things off in the second. Keene, of course, just purchased recently from the Chicago Cubs Oh, cards and dice all the way, damn straight. I like the windows too, but cards and dice I think are the best. Anyway, Keane getting his first start of the season at first base. And here's the pitch from Veal. On a 2-11 against the lefty, Harvey Keane rips a solid line drive single into left field, and he is aboard to lead off the second. Keane not a threat to run. Let's see what he did in real life that year. 296 and 162 at-bats. Harvey, always a good hitter. This, I'm guessing, was more near the tail end of his career, of course. He was the last out in 2 of Koufax's no-hitters. And here's Jackie Brandt now. Veal from the stretch. That's going to be a 6-9 to the right-hander. Swung on and missed strike 3. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Veal. Here's Euchre now. Bob Euchre. Just saying the name brings a smile, doesn't it? The stretch and the pitch. It's a 2-8 against the lefty, and Euchre draws the walk. So Bob Euchre down to first on the 1-out walk. Keane will take second. And here's Bunning now. Bunning, a right-handed hitting pitcher. Also a B bunter. And he's going to lay it down. An 8 on a B. Successful sacrifice bunt. Both runners will move up. So a sacrifice hit for Bunning. Second and third, 2 away, and Tony Taylor will try to pick somebody up now. Veal, of course, trying to get out of this unscathed as he gets his sign. The pitch to Taylor is a 2-2, grounder down to third base. That's playable for Bailey. He'll throw him out to retire the side. No runs a hit, they leave a pair. And we are still scoreless. And Veal, Dave says, Veal fears Euchre. Well, he might be the only one who does, right? Although Euchre, actually, he wasn't bad against lefties. He's decent against lefties. Not much there against righties. What was Euchre's lifetime batting average? He used to joke about that on those old Miller Lite commercials. Remember those? Of course, Euchre could joke about just about anything. Bottom of the second we go. It's Stargell, Roberts, and Mazeroski to face Bunning. Bunning gets his sign. Here's the windup. The pitch to Stargell. That's going to be a 1-9, crushed to deep right field. Callison turns around and just watches it go, and the Pirates jump out in front on a mammoth blast by Wilver Stargell. Let's take another look. 1-9 to 19. The roll is a 10. And Stargell jacks it halfway up the seats. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Dave Roberts. Left-handed hitting first baseman. He's a weak and a 1-13 runner. This nameless card is close. The only change that will be made is he will not be allowed to homer off of this card. If he were to roll a homer on his card, it will be changed to a 2-star single, much like a weak on a pitcher's card. So here's Roberts now. The pitch from Bunning, a 6-7 to the left-hander. He struck him out. We won't have to worry about altering any home runs on that play, as Roberts looked completely overmatched facing Bunning here in the second. 1 down, and here's Mazeroski now. You know, Joel, that's what I thought. His joke was something like, what the other guy says, what was your lifetime average? Oh, I hit a cool 200. Something like that. Yeah, remember those? Those were great, those Miller Lite commercials. I especially like the one where Billy Martin said, I didn't punch no doggy. And here's the pitch to Mazeroski now. It's a 5-9 to the right-hander. A tapper down to short. Grote has it. Throws him out 2 down. I feel like Grote should be on Pittsburgh. I had a funny feeling there for a minute. Here's Bailey now. Bunting, the windup. It's a 2-10 to the righty. That's going to be a comebacker. Bunting has it. Over to Keene, and that will retire the side. But the Pirates get a run on a mammoth Willie Stargell home run, and after 2 complete here in Pittsburgh, they lead it 1-0. Yes, exactly, Dave. Sparky Lyle finishing Catfish Hunter's beer. They had some good commercials back in those days. Not like now. Oh my God, they're few and far between. Here's Callison, Grote, and Allen due for the Phillies as we move to the 3rd. Veal ready to work now. He gets his sign from Gonder. Pitch to Callison. That's going to be a 1-8 lefty. That's a single to 7 on a 3. That's in there for a base hit. Leadoff single Callison. He's a star 15 runner. Veal a -1. Gonder a +2. So that would be 16. He'll have to be held on. And that would make him 1-14. Nobody out. Grote's going to lay it down. He's a B. A bunt 7B. Successful sacrifice bunt by Grote. And that will push him into scoring position for Dick Allen. And that's the main reason I did that. I'm not a big bunter, as you guys know. But with Callison at 2nd and 1 out, that'll give Dick Allen a shot. Cookie Rojas on deck. And you guys know how fearsome this 66 Allen card is against lefties. The windup and the pitch is a 1-8. Homer to 2. That's hit deep, but that's going to be off the wall for a double. That'll drive in the tying run. So Allen almost did jack it out of here on a 1-8. Instead, it's an RBI double. Callison scores. And we got a 1-1 tie. And here's Rojas now. Veal set to work. The pitch to Cookie. That's a 3-2 against the left-hander. He walks him. So a 1-out walk to Rojas. 1st and 2nd one down. And here's Harvey Keene, who singled his first time up. Veal ready to work now. The pitch to Keene. A 6-7 to the right-hander. That's a grounder to 2nd X. That could be 2, and that's Mazeroski, a 1E8 there. About as good as it gets. The roll on the play is an 8. Error range is a 3 on the E8, and Mazeroski boots it. Can you believe it? Oh, my God. It's a rare event. E4, and that will load the bases. So a rare error by Bill Mazeroski loads him up with 1 out, and here's Jackie Brandt, and now Veal's in a jam. That ball had double play written all over it. Mazeroski just couldn't find the handle. Gonder out to the mound. Probably trying to settle Veal down a little bit as Brandt stands in there now. Gonder back behind the dish, gets into his crouch. Veal a full windup. The pitch to Brandt is going to be a 5-8 to the right-hander. Fly ball to center, medium deep. That's playable for Alou, but Allen's going to be able to tag up and score on that. And that makes it 2-1. So sacrifice fly by Jackie Brandt makes it 2-1. And here's Bob Uecker. the aforementioned feared Bob Uecker, who walked his first time up. And here's the pitch from Veal. On a 2-3 high fly ball to deep left field. Back goes Stargell. Highly feared Uecker indeed. He's just hit a 3-run home run. Holy crap. Let's take another look. Lefty, 2-3 to 16. The roll is a 2. Rojas will score. Keane will score. 3 big ribbies for Bob Uecker. And it's 5-1. Boy, and he did get all of that one. So that's 5 runs. That should have been the 3rd out. Does anybody know how that works? I know it's 5 runs in an inning. The pitcher is fatigued, but does it matter if they're earned or unearned? I may have to look that one up. I think Veal's fatigued already. What did I do with that thing? Bear with me, it's an umpire review. So it all counts, Dave. That's what I thought. So he is fatigued. That's 5 runs in an inning. How about that? And here comes Harry Walker, and it's going to be an early shower for Veal. This will cause me to vary from the normal pitching choices as well. They're going to bring Schwal in. You know, the Pirates are pulling the old "we think our pitcher is injured" routine with the umpires, so Schwal will get all the time he needs to warm up. So Veal suffers what I'm going to call the Sam McDowell curse. Remember the other day, McDowell was trying to become the first 4-game winner in this replay. Veal came into this game 3-0. McDowell got knocked around in his game trying to go for his 4th win. And now Veal gets slammed around and takes an early exit and will be denied his 4th win. 2, 3, 4, 5 hits in 2 2/3. He didn't do himself any favors by walking 3. I wonder if it's better without that light. Boy, it almost is, isn't it? I just flicked off the dining room light, if anybody noticed it. I don't think it's as noticeable with the ring light. He walked 3. He struck out 3. 5 runs. So let's see now. You had the single, the bunt, the double. So that was earned. The walk, the error would have been the 2nd out. That would have been the 3rd out. So 4 of them are unearned. I think I have that right. So only 1 earned run charged to Veal. Schwal, as I mentioned, he's getting all the warm-ups he needs. He's a righty. Don Schwal. Well, isn't that a stunning turn of events? Bob Uecker chases Veal from the game. Dave, you had it absolutely right all along. Okay, here's Bunting now. Schwal ready to go to work. Pitch to Bunting, a 2-2. He fouls out to the catcher, and that'll do it. But 5 big runs for the Phillies. 4 of them unearned. 3 hits. They lead it 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. And Bunning sitting in the catbird seat now with a 4-run lead. Let's see what he can do with it. Bunning, a personal favorite of Jeffrey Guterman's. No, I jest. I shouldn't do that. He can't stand that guy. Gonder, Schwal, and Alou due for Pittsburgh. In fact, yeah, Schwal's going to be out there a while, so let's check his hitter's card. He is a 1, so we'll flip that over. And here's Gonder to lead things off in the bottom of the 3rd. Bunning gets his sign. And welcome, Larry. Glad to have you. Saturday night game. It's a 6-7 to the lefty. Swung on and missed strike 3. Second K for Bunning. Okay, let's check Schwal again, what he is exactly. He's a 1 WR, right-handed batter. He's a weak. He's going to bat here. Bunning's pitch, a 6-4. That's going to be a fly to center field X. And that's going to be Brandt, a 3E5. And here's the roll on the play. On a 5, it's down for a single. Brandt can't get it. So Don Schwal with a base hit. And here's Matty Alou now. Bunning from the stretch. Pitch to Matty, a 5-8 to the left-hander. Grounder to second base X. That's going to be Tony Taylor, 3E11. This could be 2. Here's the play. On a 9, that'll be the error range. So an E11, the roll is a 3, and Taylor boots it. Error Tony Taylor. And the Pirates have something going now in the bottom of the inning. First and second, 1 away. And here's Jose Pagan. Clemente on deck. And greetings, Jimmy Jam. Glad to have you, sir. Okay, Bunning set to work to Pagan now. First and second, 1 out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-9 to the right-hander. He struck him out. Pagan down on strikes. Number 3 for Bunning, and here's Roberto Clemente. Clemente trying to pick something up here. Bunning trying to get out of it. That's going to be a 6-6 to the right-hander. Struck him out, and Bunning fans the side. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We have played 3 here in Pittsburgh, and it is Philadelphia 5, Pittsburgh 1. Give me 1 second to turn down the heat a little bit in here. There we go. Came home and cranked on the heat, and now it's too much. Schwal getting ready to work in the 4th. It will be the top of the order for the Phillies. Taylor, Callison, and Grote. Taylor, a right-handed batter. Here's Schwal's delivery. A 4-11 to the righty. That's going to be a base hit into left field for Tony Taylor. So Taylor with a leadoff single. He's got wheels. Schwal a -2 hold. Gonder a +2, so that's a wash. He'd be a 15. They're going to go ahead and hold him. That'll make him a 1-13. And Callison will hit away. From the stretch, takes from Schwal. It's going to be a 1-10 against the righty. Foul ball behind the plate. Gonder back. Throws the mask down. He's got it. 1 down. Taylor still being held as Dick Grote steps in. Grote 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Schwal from the stretch. A 3-3 against the right-hander. A liner right at Mazeroski. He makes the catch. Throws to first, Taylor back. Two away, and Dick Allen will be the batter. Allen doubled in a run in the third. 1 for 1 with a walk. And here's the pitch. 5-11 to the right-hander. It's a fly to left field X. That's going to be Stargell, a 3E16. And here's the play. On a 20, Stargell ranges over and makes the catch to retire the side. No runs to hit, 1 left. 5-1 Phillies as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Here's bunting. It'll be Stargell, Roberts, and Mazeroski due for Pittsburgh. I hope you guys are all having a pleasant Saturday evening. Warmed up a bit today in Spokane. We're up to 29 degrees now. Still a lot of snow on the ground, of course. We got about 6 to 8 inches. I got out today, which for me is a cause for national celebration, I suppose. I don't go out much in the winter. Anyway, I did it, and it was fun. Here's Stargell now. Stargell, of course, hit a mammoth home run his first time up. Bunting into the windup. The pitch to Pops is a 4-9 against the lefty, and he walks him. Not surprisingly, Bunting pitching carefully to Pops this time around, and he takes the walk. And here's Roberts now. Day off for Clendenin. He's available to pinch hit. Left-handed batter. Bunting into the stretch, and it's going to be a 1-7. Struck him out for the second time. Roberts down on strikes. Is that the same Dave Roberts who later played for the Padres? I'm using the nameless card for him, of course. Only had a handful of at-bats in '66. Here's Mazeroski now, bunting from the stretch. Pitch to Maz is going to be a 2-7 against the righty. A fly ball to center, that's going to be playable for Brandt. Glides over and puts it away, 2 down. And that'll bring up Bailey. Bob Bailey 0 for 1. Different Dave Roberts. Thank you, Joel. Okay, I don't mean the Padres. No, I'm sorry. I mean the guy who played third base for Houston. No, maybe it was the Padres. Okay, I mean the slow Dave Roberts, not Dave Roberts, the base stealer, the current Dodger skipper. There was another Dave Roberts, played third base for either Houston or San Diego, maybe both, in the early to mid-'70s. I get these guys mixed up. I wonder how many Dave Roberts there were. It's a pretty common sounding name. Runner on first, 2 down. Bunting's pitch to Bailey from the stretch. It's going to be a 2-11 grounder down to second. Taylor has it. He'll go the short way to Grote, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for Pittsburgh in the fourth. I think both of the Dave Roberts played for the Padres at some point. That's what's frickin' confusing me. Okay, Schwal, he's worked an inning and a third. 3 related reliever for endurance. It will be Rojas, Keene, and Brandt for the Phillies in the 5th. The windup and the pitch from Schwal, a 1-5 tapper down to shortstop. That's going to be Pagan. He's got it, throws him out 1 down. Here's Harvey Keene now. 1 for 2. Schwal the windup, the pitch to Keene, a 6-4 to the right-hander, grounder to third base X. That'll be Bailey. Bailey a 4E21. As he moves towards the line, here's the play on a 1. He's not going to get that. That's going to be a base hit. That would be a tough play for anyone. And Keene's 2 for 3. He's got a 1-out single here. So Harvey Keene getting his first start of the year. He's pinch hit a few times, but he's 2 for 3. And here's Jackie Brandt now. And there we go. Now we've got clarification on the Dave Roberts situation. Thank you, Larry Harris. He was the Astro third baseman in 1974. I remember that from my 74 Dodger replay I'm working on. Okay, here's Brandt now. Man on first and 1 out. Schwal from the stretch. A 5-9 to the righty. That's a grounder to short X. This could be 2. Pagan, however, a 3E64. Here's the play on a 3. He can't get it. That's a single 1 star. Pagan knocks it down but has no play. Brandt will be aboard with a single. Keene will hold at second. And the Phillies have something going in the 5th. And here's Bob Uecker. He walked and hit a 3-run homer so far today. Well, that other star is going to be hard to see there. Let's put it up there. Schwal from the stretch. The pitch to Uecker, a 6-8. Single to 8 on a 7. How about that? Euchre's got another hit and the bases are loaded. A star single. Keene will have to hold at third. Base is loaded, 1 out, and here's Bunning. Bunning, a B bunter. Runner on third is Keene. 1 through 8. Yeah, no. You all know what I was thinking there. Astros pod. Okay, the third baseman. So the Roberts, who was the third baseman for the Padres in 1974. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's too much. There's too many Dave Roberts, right? Without seeing it in print in front of me, it's I have to admit, it's very confusing. Bunning's going to hit away. Schwal, let's see what Schwal's doing now. 1 1/3, 1 2/3. So he's not into his fatigue yet, or he would be in trouble. The pitch to Bunning, a 4-8 to the right-hander. That's a triple to 9. Bunning's got a 2-run single. And the Phillies have blown this game open. Keene will score. Brandt will score. Uecker into third. 2 RBI single by Jim Bunning, and it's 7-1. It looks like we got a Saturday night laugher. It would certainly be hard to top yesterday's game. How many of you caught that? Oh, my goodness. The Red Sox-Yankees 14-inning game, an hour and 54-minute stream, both by far highest for me this year. And here's Taylor now. The pitch from Schwal is a 3-8, and he walks him, and the bases are full. Activity in the Pittsburgh pen. Now they're looking for a long man out there. Vern Law getting loose. And the batter will be Johnny Callison. Callison's 2 for 3. Schwal ready to work. That's a 6-8 against the lefty. Single to 9, and on a 9, that's a 1-star single. Another run will score. RBI single Callison. Euchre crosses the plate. And it is 8-1. Bunning to third, Taylor to second. And Harry Walker's seen enough. Here he comes. He's going to pull Schwal. They're going to go to the long man, Vern Law. And we're going to do a double switch here with somebody. Probably third base. We could put Andre Rogers in at third base. So Law will go into the 7 spot where Bailey hit. Andre Rogers will go into the pitcher's spot at third base. He's a 4-16. Whoops, no. Wrong team. Rogers goes in here. The pitcher goes in Bailey's spot. There we go. And here's Vern Law. So Schwal doesn't fare much better than Veal. 1 2/3. 6 hits. 3 runs so far, but the bases are loaded. One walk, no Ks. And here's Vern Law now, starter reliever. Rated 4 for relief endurance. My God, there's still only 1 out. The bases are loaded. Infield back. Full windup, and it's a 6-3 to Grote. Fly to right field X. That'll be Clemente, a 1E13. Here's the play. On a 15, he's got it, and it's shallow enough. Runners cannot even try to move on Clemente's gun. Not that it matters at this point. Normally, I was going to say that's a big out, but at 8-1, is it? And here's Dick Allen as the Phillies will bat around in the 5th. They almost batted around in the 3rd. Pitch to Allen. That's going to be a 6-8 to the righty. Fly to right field. Clemente settles under it, and that'll do it. So Law comes in, gets 2 quick outs, but the Phillies tack on 3 more on 5 hits and leave the bases juiced. And they take an 8-1 lead into the bottom of the 5th. Gonder, Rogers, and Alou do for Pittsburgh. Here's Gonder now, 0 for 1. Bunning lined up down the pitch. That's going to be a 6-6 grounder down to first base. Keane has it. He'll take it himself. 1 down. Here's Andre Rogers now. Came in the double switch. Bunning the windup. The pitch to Rogers is a 6-12. Fly to left field and deep. Rojas backpedaling now just shy of the track makes the catch. And as usual, I'll probably speed up the pace a little bit with the game pretty much out of reach. Here's Matty Alou, 0 for 2. Bunting the windup. Pitch to Matty is a 4-11 to the lefty. He struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And the way Bunning's pitching, that 8-1 lead feels like 16-1. Vern Law will come back out. Rojas leading off for the Phillies. Law the windup. Pitch to Cookie is a 6-7 to the right-hander. That's second base X. That's going to be Mazeroski. $1.88. Here's the play on a 3. A fantastic sparkling play by Mazeroski. That's going to be a web gem. And there's 1 down. That reminds me, Mazeroski's, let's take another look at this. You had a single, a bunt, a double for a run, a walk. Mazeroski's error and the out. The rare error by a 1E8 really contributed to all of that scoring, huh? Wow. That's amazing. Here's Keane now with 1 down. Law's pitch is 6-7 to the righty. Second base X again. Mazeroski, 1E8. Automatic. Throws him out. 4-3X, and here's Jackie Brandt. Pitch to Jackie, a 2-8, struck him out. And 1-2-3 inning for Law, who's retired all 5 batters he's faced since coming out of the pen. And it is 8-1 Phillies as we go to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Pagan, Clemente, and Stargell for the Bucks. The pitch from Bunning, that's a 5-4 to the right-hander. Grounder to third base X. That will be Dick Allen, a 3E16 down there. Here's the roll on the play. An 18, Allen has it, throws him out, 1 down. It's hard to imagine Dick Allen was a pretty good fielding third baseman at one point. Now, by the time I started following Dick Allen, he couldn't play defense at any position. And welcome, James. Glad to have you. And James is off to work the night shift, I'm guessing. East or West Coast, James Carter. Here's Clemente now, bunting the windup. 3-4 against the righty. It's a high fly ball crushed to deep left field. There goes Rojas, and it's gone. Clemente has just hit one out of here. It's 8-2. And I forgot to check the home run, so we know that's Euchre's first. For Pops, that's his 5th home run of the year. And for Clemente, his 2nd. So Roberto Clemente with a home run. And here's Pops. His home run, of course, the other Pirate run. Homered and walked. Running the windup and the pitch on a 2-8, a double to 7. Stargell's going to settle for a long single. And Stargell 2 for 2 with the walk has yet to make an out today. And here's Dave Roberts now. Butting from the stretch. 3-6 against the righty. Grounder to second, that's going to be 2. Taylor to Grote to first, double play. That'll end the inning. So the Pirates get a run on 2 hits and leave a man. We've completed 6, and it is 8-2 Philadelphia. Vern Law has done a nice job to settle things down. Here's Bob Uecker to lead it off in the 7th. Law into the windup. Pitch to Uecker, a 3-9. Struck him out. So somebody finally figures out how to get Uecker out, and with 1 down, Bunning will be the hitter. There's the pitch to Bunning, right-handed batter, 2-10, swung on and missed strike 3. And boy, maybe the Pirates should have started Vern Law today, huh? Here's Tony Taylor. The windup and the pitch. A 5-3. Fly to left field, X. That'll be Stargell. 3-16 in left. Here's the play. On a 7, he makes a fine running catch. Nice play, Willie. And a 1-2-3 inning for Vern Law, who's retired all 8 batters to face him. Bunning coming out to work the 7th. He's an S8 as far as endurance goes. Bill Mazeroski to lead things off for Pittsburgh. Law on deck. 5-12 to the right-hander. Grounder to first base X. That'll be Keene. A 3-16. Here's the play. On a 3, base hit. Keene can't get it. It's a leadoff single for Mazeroski. And now I'm thinking, I'd almost like to just keep Law in the game. There doesn't seem to be any point in hitting down by 6. Plus, he's a 7N hitters card. Oh, yeah, he's going to stay in. Normally, I wouldn't do that, but I just don't see the point. They need to get some innings out of Law. No sense burning up the bullpen in this kind of a game. There's the pitch to Law now, a 3-5. Grounder to first, that's going to be 2. Keene down to Taylor, back to Keene, double play. And here's Gonder with 2 down. Here's the pitch from Bunning. A 1-7, struck him out. So the Bucks are down in the 7th. For Bunning now, that's 4, 5, 6, that's 7 strikeouts. I possibly should have hit for Law there, but I don't think it's going to make any difference, to be honest. He's a 4 relief. I'd rather not get into... You got Mickelson, Fryman, McBean, and Face. I'd rather just keep them fresh and see how long we can go with Law. And when I say I'd rather, I'm thinking if I were the Pirates manager, that's what I would do. Okay, here's Callison now. The pitch from Law is a 5-3 to the left-hander, a fly to left field X. That's going to be Stargell. Stargell's been busy out there. 3-16. Here's the play. On a 13 error range. E16. The roll is a 6, and he makes a 2-base error. So error Stargell. Callison's on second. And here's Dick Grote. Law with the pitch. It's going to be a 4-10 to the right-hander. It's a base hit into left field, an open single. Callison can try to score on that. Stargell's a -3, however. Callison a 15-3-12 with nobody out. They'll hold him up. No sense getting crazy. So he's worked 2 and 2. He's worked 3 innings. He's got a 4, so he's in no danger of fatiguing as Dick Allen steps to the plate. Oh, Las Vegas. You know, I lived there for about 6 months once. Tried to live there. I lasted 6 months. That would be a better way to put it. That was in 1990. That's a good story, which I should probably save for another time since we're already in the 8th inning. So you guys can remind me of that one if you want, or maybe you don't want to hear it at all. Here's Dick Allen. Don't remind me in that case. 4-7 to the righty. That's a base hit, 2 stars for Allen. It's going to be another Philly run as Callison crosses the plate. RBI, Dick Allen, Grote into third. And it's 9-2. And here's Cookie Rojas now. Law, the full windup. That's going to be a 1-7. Fly to center field, B ? That will be caught by Alou. Runner will hold. And that's the first out of the inning as Harvey Keene steps to the plate. Keene, 2 for 4. Here's the pitch from Law now, 1-11. Foul ball, left side. Rogers over there. He'll make the catch for the out. Here's Brandt now. 2 down runners at the corners. Pitch from Law is a 4-8 to the right-hander. That's a single, 2 stars. Brandt drives in a run. RBI single, Jackie Brandt. Grote scores. Allen scoots into third base. And it is 10-2. And here comes Bob Uecker. 2 for 3. 3-run homer. The pitch from Law, a 5-10 to the right-hander. That's catcher's card X. That'll be Gonder. He's a 4-9. Here's the play. On an 18, it's a pass ball and foul out. So salt on the wound. Another run's going to score. Allen's going to score on the pass ball. And foul out to the catcher X. So pass ball, Gonder. 3 more for Philadelphia. And it is 11-2. Bunning trying to go all the way here. What's Bunning's record? Let's have a look here. Bunning comes in 2-0. So he'd be in a 5-way tie with 3 wins here for the major league lead. And here's Rogers to lead things off for the Bucks. Bunning's pitch is a 6-9 against the righty. Grounder to shortstop X. That'll be Grote, a 3E22. Grote into the hole. Here's the play. On a 13, he's got it and throws him out. And Matty Alou will be the batter. Matty 0 for 3. Really underachieving on his card so far. Here's the pitch on a 4-6. A triple to 2, but that fly ball is going to be run down by Brandt in center. And there's 2 away. Here's Jose Pagan now. Bunning, the full windup and the pitch. It's a 6-8 to the righty. Swung on and missed strike 3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Bunning. We've completed 8 innings here, and it is 11-2 Phillies. Saturday Night Laugher. Saturday Night Live. Top of the 9th, Bunning's going to hit. Vern Law is still out there. He's worked 3 2/3. He's into his endurance inning now. That's a 3-7 against the righty. A grounder to second base. Mazeroski has it. Throws him out 1 down. At this point, I'm not sure I would take Law out even if he did fatigue. There's not much point to using another bullpen piece here. Here's Tony Taylor. That's going to be a 6-7 against the righty. Grounder to second base X. That's Mazeroski. 1 E8 on a 9. That will be the error range. So an E8, the roll is a 6. He makes the play. Boy, if only he'd have done that in the 3rd, huh? What a different game this might have been. And here's Callison. The pitch from Law, that's going to be a 6-6 to the left-hander. Pops him up right side. Mazeroski will take all 3 plays this inning as he makes the catch to retire the side. Hey, I want to thank all you guys for watching tonight. I didn't know what to expect starting this late. But I sat around, got bored, and thought, hell, let's roll a game. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be back to the normal 1 p.m. time. Okay, Bunning trying to finish it off here. Heart of the order. Clemente, Stargell, and probably a pinch hitter for Roberts. Bunning the windup. The pitch to Roberto, a 2-5. Base it into right field. Roberto pokes one into right, and he is on. Here's Stargell, who has not been retired today. Homered, singled, and walked. Bunning from the stretch. The pitch to Pops is a 1-8. High fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Callison, gone. Willie Stargell's done it again. A 2-run blast. And now there's action in the Phillies' pen. Two-run homer, Stargell. That doesn't look good either. I'm never going to be able to read that. Stargell with a pair of home runs. That gives him 6 now. Is that right? Hang on a second. Let's double check that. Yes, with 6 homers, that ties in with Willie McCovey for the major league lead. The second guy to 6. How about that? Okay, let's hit for a Roberts. Larry Jackson throwing in the Philly pen, not with much conviction, however. It's 11-4. Jerry Lynch is going to bat. So here's Jerry Lynch now, left-handed hitter. Bunting into the windup. The pitch to Lynch, a 3-6. Pops him up. Right side, Taylor calling. He's under it and makes the catch 1 away. And that'll bring up Mazeroski. 1 for 3, 1 down in the 9th. The pitch from Bunning is a 6-8 to the righty. Struck him out, and the Pirates are down to their last out. And that will be a batter for the pitcher. Let's see what else they have on the bench. Hell, why not? Now batting for Pittsburgh, Manny Mota. So 2 down, nobody on, and here's Mota. And here's the pitch from Bunning. That will be a 5-6. He struck him out, and that's the ball game. 2 runs for Pittsburgh, not nearly enough. 2-run blast by Stargell. 11-4. The Phillies improved to 8-3. Pittsburgh drops to 9-4. Bunning, as I say, with the win, he goes to 3-0. Veal with the loss drops to 3-1. Bunning allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 hits. He walked only 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts. Wow, what a game by Bunning. Four runs, all earned. Schwal's charged with 3. Law 4 2/3. Nice job of mop up by Law. He only allowed 3 hits. He did give up 3 runs, but hang on, he had an error in there too, so that's an error. Single, out. So all of his runs were unearned as well, so no earned runs charged to Law. Holy crap, 7 unearned runs, is that right? And how did they get 3 runs? Oh, the passed ball was the 3rd run. So I only had 2 RBIs there. Wow, that's crazy. 11 runs and 7 of them were unearned. Law did not walk a batter. And he struck out 3. So for the Phillies, 11 runs, 14 hits and an error. The Pirates, 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. And boy, were their errors ever costly. Holy crap. 7 unearned runs. That's got to be a high for the replay. The Chief Spokane Gary Player of the Game. I'm tempted to give it to Bunning, obviously, for the complete game, but for sentimental reasons, I'm going to make the Chief Spokane Gary Player of the Game Bob Uecker. How about that? His 3-run homer broke the game open. He was 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, scored twice. And that'll do it for me. Join me tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. Let's see what we've got on tap, huh? That's going to be the Atlanta Braves at the San Francisco Giants. So 2 contenders. It'll be Ken Johnson for the Braves and Bob Shaw for the Giants. So please join me for that. In the meantime, I want to wish you guys all a great Saturday night. Thanks for joining me. Take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.